Yeah, what's up? Welcome to another video. Man, we are on week 2 of 12 weeks. I am training for the North Americans in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's a national show. If I win that, I get my pro card. So I've already been doing like different stuff. Right now my split is push, pull, off, legs, push, pull. All right, so I got 2 push days, 2 pull days, and 1 brutal leg day. Today is push A. Push A. How y'all get warmed up? This is what I do right here. This is my warm up. As you get older, warming up's pretty important. I should probably do a better job. I just kind of let the weight warm me up. You know what I'm saying? Just start light and be appropriate. You always have to get warmed up. As you get older, you're gonna appreciate that a little bit more. And again, prep is nothing, we're not doing anything crazy. Nobody wants to get hurt. You just gotta be smart about it. So all my reps are gonna be anywhere between 8 and 12. Because at this point, I'm not trying to get bigger. I'm gonna try to be under 200 pounds, y'all. What the heck? Good little warm up. Okay, let's get into our sets here, shall we? Time to play. Come on. Ooh. This is one thing I want you guys to learn how to do. You never want to be on this bench flat backed, all right? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to peel my lats under me. I'm trying to pull everything and build like a shelf back there. You got strong lats, you got a strong bench. Ooh, a little arch, nothing crazy. Good. Good. So where should you be bringing the bar? Like on the bench press. Where do you need to be bringing that bar down to? Easiest rule of thumb is gonna be nipple level. Wherever your nipples are, that's where you should bring it down to. Power lifters, you'll see them bring it a little lower, get some more tricep action involved. And then there's some bodybuilding exercises to where you can bring the bar a little higher. I guess it's all a little different for everybody, huh? Ooh. Good. Yeah. All right, so coming from a powerlifting background, what's the difference between powerlifting and bodybuilding? So there's definitely some overlap, but with powerlifting, you've got to do the heavy weight. You've got to get the weight on your bones, on your muscles, so that they can adapt and get stronger. When it comes to bodybuilding, a little different. We're more concerned about time under tension. We're slow and controlled, always going to fatigue, pretty close to max exhaustion every single set. You just got to get blood in those muscles. You're looking for the pump in bodybuilding. So you can take not very much weight and make it feel pretty heavy, right? We're not a power lifter anymore, so you have to remember that. You have to change your thinking. So you lift to your goals. Most people don't know how to do that. Most people don't lift to their goals. They just see someone on YouTube or Instagram and they're like, oh, I want to look like that. I'll do that workout. Well, what's your goals? You know, what house are you trying to build? That will depend on what blueprint that you need to follow. So make sure you have the right blueprint. Where are your fingers supposed to go? See these lines right here? Depending on how tall you are. So when I was a power lifter, I was like out here, right? Middle finger on that line. Now as a bodybuilder, my pinkies are inside these lines right here, or about right on it. It's just a little different. And then if you want to come in for close grip, you'll be in here somewhere for your triceps, all right? For those of you that have never utilized the following technique in a set, this is called a drop set, all right? So you start with a little heavier weight. I'm gonna do a couple. Then I'll drop those 25s off, do some, and then I'm gonna drop a 45 off and do as many as I can. It's called a drop set. As opposed to like a superset would be if I went from this to flies or from this to push-ups. That's a superset. Drop set is where you start here, you do exactly what it says, is drop the weight, all right? All right, so that's not to fatigue, but this is why. Because I do this, and then I do this, and then we're right back to it. Yeah, buddy. Now, we do this, we come over here and do this, and then we do a bunch of these. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Oh, he. Sheesh. Okay. I think we're warmed up. On to the next, my friends. Let's go. Oh. All right. Feeling good. We're gonna do incline, folks. So we went from barbell flat to now incline dumbbell. You always gotta switch up a little bit. And then guess what? I'll come back on my next push and I'll just flip-flop that. You gotta get a good mix between barbells and dumbbells. Yep, that's good. Incline. It's that upper shelf. Trying to get that upper shelf, that upper chest development. And if I'm being fully transparent, I really think incline is superior to the flat bench. Anyway, as far as development goes. I'll see you on the next exercise. Continuing with our presses, barbell standing military press. And man, this is just a good compound movement. Good mass builder for your shoulders, you understand? Technique over everything. I don't care how much weight you can do, especially if you do it wrong and get hurt. Then you look silly. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, whoop. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, shoulders are feeling it. I'll see you on the next exercise. We're gonna do some triceps. Cable, tricep, push down. And anytime you're pushing down this way, you're gonna primarily be working this outside head of your tricep. You got 3 heads, here, here, and then back here, this whole big old thing, okay? So any kind of push down here, you're gonna be working on that horseshoe right there, all right? And then anytime you go overhead, dips, close grip bench, that's gonna be this big old back head of your tricep, all right? You gotta hit all of them. There's 3 muscles there. Just up about 90 degrees, maybe a little more. Keep those elbows in. And whenever I talk, I lose track of me counting, so we'll just see. Ooh. Ow. Okay. Dumbbell lateral raises. If you want to get wide shoulders, you gotta do lateral raises, you understand? Ooh. Ooh. See you on the next round. See you on the next exercise. We're gonna burn out with a little bit of push-ups. Love you. And last but certainly not least, I'm always gonna end every push with some push-ups. Ooh. Ooh. Wowzers. Okay, folks. That's it. That's it for push day number 1. So stay tuned. All right, y'all. So there's not really going to be a leg day where I don't start off with simple air squats, man. Just you got to get your body moving a little bit, knock the rust off these old bones. So yeah, we just got to get it moving. You got little bitty sacks of fluid in all of your joints that actually literally need to be warmed up. So when you're warming up, you're literally raising the temperature of your body parts so that you can move better. Ay. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, it's gonna be a day. It is gonna be a day. Let's go. Again, just getting a little warmed up. I use weight to warm me up. The thing I want you to understand is that this is the most important. Give me two. Give me deadlift and give me squat. And I'm telling you, I could live the rest of my life just doing those two exercises. So a squat when you go down, this is one thing I want you to focus on. I want you to focus on letting your knees track out. There's a natural track out. And then keep them out, force them out. At powerlifting meets, you'll hear a lot of people say, out. What happens with a lot of people is I'll see them go down, and then I'll watch their knees go in. Right? That's bad. Bad, 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 bad. So when you go out, let your knees track a little out, and then keep them out. Kind of got to force them out. And it's like riding a bike. You're going to feel that one day. And once you really feel what it's like to keep your knees out, it's going to change the game. Yep. Squats. Literally one of the best exercises that the world has ever seen. Don't forget squats. Even if you have to do light, even if you have some, areas, if you have a beef with squat, you gotta let it go. I don't care if you're doing the bar, just do some work on some squats. Yeah, buddy. All right, y'all, so this is a hip thrust machine. Now, full transparency, up until I got this a couple weeks ago, and I've never done a hip thrust. But now with this machine, I've been doing it for the last couple weeks, and I literally feel like if I continue to do this for the next 11 weeks, that my butt is going to be so big that I'm not going to be able to fit in my little posing trunks. So we're going to move on to these leg presses. So I'm going to start heavy, and then I'm going to shed them and go lighter as we go, right? So that's the plan. Just for a little education piece. Anywhere you put your feet on this press, right, it's gonna make a difference. If you're close in like this, right, you're hammering quads. If you're coming way out here, you're gonna hit more of the full inside, outside. If they're low, quads. If they're high, more hamstrings. You can go get a good range of motion back. So highs hamstrings, your little middle is going to be a little bit of both. And if you're down here, it's going to be killer quads. And in and out makes a difference as well. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to finish with some lunges. Some people love them, some people hate them, some people say they don't work. I find them to be very effective. And they are zero fun literally all the time. Explode off that front leg. So you're down. Yep. Good. Ouch, 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 ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Superset with these bad boys. Little hamstrings, shoot. Literally hamstrings are my least favorite body part to exercise. But you gotta work them. Ow. You got to. Yeah, buddy. All right. All right, coming into you from the Mansfield YMCA dry sauna. All right, we are 11 weeks out. Just want to go over some benefits of the sauna and how I'm going to utilize it. I normally do it. I'm 20 minutes. I'm a 20-minute guy for sure. All right, that's what I do. And it's normally about 3 times a week. Okay, during this prep, 11 weeks, I'm probably going to do it about twice a week, 20 minutes, and I'm going to be out of here. I may step it up to, towards the end, I might step it up another time, maybe do 3 times a week. But right now, we're just going to do twice a week. And it's 3 things great for recovery. This blood, this heat is throwing blood all over your body. All right. So you're recovering. You're getting good blood flow. It's increasing all of that. Number 2, cortisol levels. It reduces stress. Okay. Sitting in here, it's calm, it's quiet. Cortisol levels are going down, which is going to allow you to grow and recover even better. And number 3, I'm not a huge cardio guy, but this is the equivalent to, right? 15, 20 minutes is a low level cardio workout. So it's kind of a little cardio cheat because I'm not just gonna get up there and jump on a treadmill. You can find me on some hills sprinting, which we'll go over all of that as well. But right now I just wanted to kind of give you the benefits of the sauna. It's just part of the puzzle, baby. Stay consistent, keep going, never stop. Love you, see you. All right, sauna session is complete. Now we're in here to swim. So this is a 25-meter pool. What I do is I just do sprints. So I go down and back, that's 50 meters, and then I rest like a minute. Sauna, that's a great question. When should you do the sauna? For me, the sauna should never be done before you work out. Never, ever, ever. It's just gonna pre-exhaust you. It's not the play. So if you're gonna do the sauna, I would do it after you work out, all right? After you work out. The same thing with like cold plunge. It never makes sense to me to go get in a cold plunge after you work out because you've got blood absolutely everywhere in your body. And when you jump in that cold plunge, you're literally shrinking all of your blood vessels. So you go from vasodilation when you're working out, you jump into that stupid, cold, miserable iceberg, and your blood vessels just go wham, like this. Y'all, when I give advice, y'all can do whatever you want. You can live in a cold plunge. I'm just trying to give you the best advice that I know how. The cold plunge should be reserved for maybe, wake up in the early morning, boom, jump in there, wake you up, blah, blah, blah. Or maybe like at night. I've heard some of my friends do it at night and it puts them to sleep. Anyway, I'm not a cold plunger. All right, here we go. Delaying the inevitable. Oh, hi. Fancy seeing you here. Sometimes you just gotta do what you don't wanna do. It's part of it. And you know it's gonna make you better. You do it, and guess what? At the end of this, I'm gonna be so happy that I did it, all right? Do hard things, it makes you better. I didn't write the rules. I just try to implement it. Love you. Okay, front double. Good.